Disclaimer. Hello everyone, and for this video, this is the Beyblade X Aero Wizard review. Now before we continue with this video, hey, subscribe to the channel and comment your thoughts. Want to give a huge shout out to Miguel Dracugo. They were from Chile and they were basically able to assist us in getting these Beyblade X products. Please make sure to check out their channel, show them some love and support. They have their videos on Beyblade X, so make sure to check it out, please. And molabays.com. We sell the Japanese Beyblade X products. We have Beyblade Burst products. It is an optional way to support the channel. I appreciate any support regardless. And we have our lovely stamina type, which is Aero Wizard. So just comparing this like the TT packaging, they basically kind of just invert it. I think the spacing is still generally weird, kind of. I still don't like how they did the text. Like, it's so weird to have so much dead space right here. But yeah, obviously this is a small thing I'm just talking about. Yeah, I mean, let's just talk about this. This is obviously our stamina type for Beyblade X, and with any Beyblade X release, they use the accelerator rails to basically have fast-paced battles at high speed. So your blade's the main part that makes contact with your opponent. Your ratchet is based on sides and height, so this has 4 sides and it's a height of 80. This does factor into resistance because that's the height you're getting hit at, because for the ratchet to turn and burst, which we'll get into a little bit more deeper, but there's the bits, which is what determines your performance and all that stuff. You have ball, and yeah, that's we'll get more in depth to it as we kind of open it. But I do want to open this properly. How they kind of, so you do have to make sure this little tab thing doesn't get pushed in. But with all of them, okay, let's do the countdown. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Okay, I got too excited. Let's get the baby. Nice, alrighty. Okay, since I only gonna do this for like the main 4, because after this point, I feel like the point's already been established. If you remember Hasbro's Pro series, they basically used, it was the Japanese Bays original, right? It was the original Japanese Bays, right? But basically what happened was they used shittier, cheaper materials, and you get all these reported breakages that were more common than what you'd see for Takeratome for it to occur. So the big worry this gen, you know, did they do the same, worse, better? I do want to make a note, by the way, that I did notice something, and this, and you can kind of tell, the Hasbro ball is a little bit more saturated in the yellow. Doesn't mean anything, I just wanted to point it out, just because I saw it. But yeah, the little stress test thing, whatever. So the idea, obviously, you know, you could say, oh, place it on the table, whatever, and hold it. I'm just going to try to find a similar spot, and we're just seeing the most consistent, same values. About 33, 32, okay, they're all around the same. Yeah, 33, 32, around that. Obviously with my hands, it's the same, it's the same. If I get on the TT ratchet here, 35, 34. More or less, like, the hardness is the same. I also think the Hasbro ones are a little bit different in the actual colors for them. But 31.5 Hasbro and TT. Yeah. This, yep, there you go. Okay, so you got your blade, which is Aero Wizard. So, you know, this is one that kind of aged okay. And in the context of, for the Hasbro stuff, you'll be fine. This is a solid stamina type that has defensive properties. So Aero is basically like pure defense, pure defense for what it's able to do. And generally has solid stamina, I would say. What I would probably go to add, though, is generally once you kind of get a little bit of the sides worn, it becomes a lot more smoother in its shape, and then after it's like generally better for that kind of stamina performance, whatever. But yeah, it's super solid. Obviously the gimmick with this is like its outwards weight distribution. Yeah, we're gonna move on to our ratchets here, which is 480. 480 still remains to... Like, low heights, 4 sides you can get away with, but like tall heights, like 480, it's shit. It's very easy to burst and kill it. This is the weakest part of the blade. I hate 4 sides a lot just because of how easy it is to burst generally. Like 460 you can get away with, but like 80 it's like, even if there was somehow some benefit, maybe let's say the stamina was the best on like a 480, the burst risk is too much, which is funny because generally 80 stuff is pretty tight, especially the 4 stuff, but obviously quality control matters, but it still bursts like so easily. And then after you have your bit, which is ball, this is your stamina bit. Yeah, just have some pretty interesting kind of defense. I should also mention, since this is a bit with the lower resistance, if you'll notice the shaft of the bit doesn't have this part here. Now basically how an X-Bay works, and I'll basically show how to assemble it now. To basically assemble, you have to get your ratchet to turn it, and then after you put your bit in there, and then after your X-Bay is fully assembled. Now, if you have, let's say, a bit with low resistance, it'll be a little bit easier to turn that 480, but if you have higher resistance, it's going to take a little bit more effort. So, depending on your bit's resistance, it can either be more or less effort to try to actually make it burst. Doesn't mean that, let's say, low burst resistance on a bit is bad, just means to consider these options. So my Hasbro one's about 32.09. How much is this one? How much is my original TT one? Yeah, that's nice. TT 480 is about 7.03. Hasbro key, it's whatever. Then after, what is this? This is my used one, TT 2.09. Ooh, there's a little bit of a difference here actually. Okay, well let's assemble it either way. Total weight's about 41 grams on the dot for the Hasbro one versus Takeratomi, which is about 41.23 grams. That is a little bit interesting. Anyways, nice stamina type. Just trying to see if there's anything else. There definitely is a color difference between both of these. Also, the fun thing to mention, which I keep forgetting to mention this, probably. But also, if you're wondering, with Hasbro stuff, since they're using the updated mold since the Unicorn Sting, my original one you'll see has the square tabs. This one has the kind of the slope tab. All the TT ones have this updated one. Basically, when the ratchet's holding it, that's just like the insurance with the updated mold, so that one doesn't break as easily. And yeah, let's get to the test launch and the battles now. Okay, I just want to mention the entry launcher. It's shit. It has a low, you know, what do you call it, count on it. And what a count basically is like a full rotation that the launcher gives. I do recommend you either get yourself a proper winder or a string launcher, just because even in casual, it's really a shit launcher. I'll do a test launch, 3, 2, 1, rip. And I'll be joined here by the talented, oh, there goes the launcher. I'll be joined here by a talented blader that is my mother. We'll try to get through one round before I eventually call it quits. We're up against Helm Knight. How do I do in the first round? 3, 2, 1, rip. So I get, okay, well, now I'm angry. 2 on the rip. The Unseen X Extreme Dash! Alright, I wanted to yell it, but yo, I'm gonna win so easily now.
Yeah.
When we do 2, I have to be 3. Oh no. No, wait, I win. Wait till it's done. Alright, there you go. We're gonna use this now.
Okay.
Let me see if I can tilt it. I hate 480, man, God.
Okay.
2 down the grip. Go on.
Ow!
Down the grip. I win.
No, you don't.
Mirage Perry. 2 down the grip. That one, I did win my burst. I did win my burst. The grip. No, I did go in the knockout zone. There we go. Now I think we've shown off every win condition. Keep doing grip. Oh my god, I did it. I'm so good. Keep doing the grip. I win. Mirage Perry. Activates. Keep doing the grip. I win. Mirage. No, but I said Mirage Perry.
There you go. That's how you always gonna win. Like that. See you later, buddy.
You first.
Well, we'll see. One of us is gonna go down for sure. Oh no.
You on the rip? You made me laugh and my hand slipped.
Okay.
No, stop. Too late. Too late. The round's already going. I don't care anymore. I still beat you.
Yeah. Let's do another one.
We're done. Alright, good job. 3, 2, 1, go! Good job. Alrighty, final thoughts. How good is Arrow Wizard? So the blade is pretty solid for stamina and general defense. The weakest part in this is going to be your 480. If you really want to run tall height stamina, you would do, I think for wave 1, you would have the options of, let's say, 580 or 380. And there's other options as well. Ball is obviously also one of the main things that's going to be important in this. Very solid stamina, generally decent, I would say, defense. And yeah, so just as we wrap up the QR or whatever, if you want to go and scan it. But I will also mention we do have the testing channel and we have the Beyblade X database. Now the testing channel is basically where I just do all of my competitive testings for Beyblade X products, and the database is basically where I report my findings. So hey, make sure to check it out. But aside from that, I want to say thank you all for watching. That's where I'm going to be concluding this video. So hope you all have an awesome and amazing day. And that'll be it for now. Take care and bye.